Hey everyone, Melanie Muenchinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. Today I have a new project for you with my newest set from Gina K Designs, Holiday Frame Fillers. I'm going to be using the holiday frame with it. When I make these videos and design these stamp sets for you, I want to show you how to use every image that I have in them. So today I'm going to be focusing on how we can use these smaller borders that are going to go around the outside of the circle in the frame, as well as this little belly band filler here. You might recognize this piece. It's very similar to some of the pieces that I have in my fabulous frame fillers and my fabulous holiday filler sets. But because these were meant to go around the oval in fabulous frame, it's just a little bit different proportion than the circle. So this is meant to go specifically with that round circle, just to give you a slightly new sketch and to add a virtual layer on your card. You've also got this little circle opening here. This is going to match all of those different little round pieces that I have in the fabulous frame filler set, the fabulous holiday filler set, and those little chevrons and balls in my new holiday frame set. So I'm going to show you a few more things with that later, but let's get on to this masculine card. I made a Happy Father's Day card here, but because that's still a ways away and my brother's birthday is coming in just a couple weeks, I'm going to make another birthday design. So obviously you can customize this to any holiday that you want, but I'm also going to show it in a different layout. The products that you're going to need for this particular card, obviously the holiday frame and the holiday frame fillers set. Going to be using the Gina K Pure Luxury Kraft cardstock, and I will post the dimensions of this card base below. We're going to need a large block for that frame or a Cuttlebug plate, and a smaller block for doing the small images. Going to be using the Gina K Dark Chocolate ink pad and the white pigment ink. Really love how this pops, but also it has just kind of a nice subtle look on craft cardstock. And then I'm also going to use just a few pieces, since I mentioned it, just to show you how well these all play together from the fabulous holiday fillers set. You see that you've got these greetings that you can stamp on the inside or outside of your card, and those will fit in these open areas or in the circle frame. So we're going to do that as well. So let's begin by stamping our frame. I'm going to do this in the dark chocolate ink. And you want to make sure that you're going across two sections of that frame so that you're not dipping the corner of your pad down into the middle. And I just want to make sure that I get all those corners and all those edges. I can tilt it to the light and I'll see that it's inked up and wet all over the stamp. Okay. And I'm going to stamp this one portrait style with the circle up so you can compare the two sketches. Press it down, and I was just looking to make sure that there was approximately an equal amount all the way around. As long as you have that lined up with one of the lines on your block, then you're good to go, that it's going to be running parallel and perpendicular on your card. Then I want to do this smaller section. So I'm going to also ink this up in the dark chocolate ink. And pardon my head if I get in the way here. I'm just going to lay this over and then look until I just kind of see that outline of the circle and the frame border disappear. Okay, see how that fills that in so nicely? And then we're just going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So again, I'm looking for that edge of the circle just to disappear and the border edge to disappear under my inked image. Okay, now we have these two little open spaces. I'm going to go ahead and use the star image, and this matches one of the new holiday frame filler borders. So I'm going to do this in the white ink, but you could also do it in the brown. So this is a pigment ink, so it's kind of like, oop, and I grabbed the wrong one. This is the Star of David one that I like to use for my Hanukkah card. So there's two different stars in that set. Okay. And we're just going to plop that right in there. See how that nests in there so nicely? Okay. And then I want to do that border. So I'm going to take that from my Fabulous Holiday Fillers set, or gosh, there's so many different sets, I'm sorry. Holiday Frame Fillers set. So I'm going to use this star border here. And I have shown you in the past couple videos for these two sets about how to stamp around in a quadrant. That is more for when you need your border pieces to touch, like on this ribbon border, so that it looks continuous. With the ones that are open, that have just the little single images, you have a little bit more wiggle room to do that. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. It doesn't have to touch exactly at the end, so it's a little bit more forgiving. So I just have this on the center of my block, and I'm just going towards that outer edge. Didn't get that inked up very well there on the edge. It's kind of resisting there. That's okay. I'm just going to leave that open. I kind of like that distressed open look on these stars. And I can go back and restamp that, or if you have the Misty, you can restamp that. Ink this up again. The edge. Let me try to get just that last little bit. And I might overstamp it, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just doing just the very edge there. Okay, perfect. Now I want to do a little border there around the edge. So one of these different curved borders that goes around the outside. So the solid ones, let me put that lids on my pad here real quick. The solid ones are going to go right up to the edge of this border on either side when you're putting them on the middle section, and right up to the edge on this outer section. However, when you use the dotted one or the dashed one, and these coordinate with the long borders in my Fabulous Frame Fillers set, as you can see here, those go together. So when you stamp it right here, there's going to be a little gap, and that's because it's making room for you to continue this straight border. I'm not going to do that today though, since I'm just using these belly band fillers, but I will show that in the next video. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the dotted border. I used the dash border on this one, so I want to show you how it's going to work with the dotted border. And I'm going to put this on here. And then I'm just going to press my block to it. I find that's easier for keeping the true integrity of that shape rather than laying a longer stamp onto the block. You press the block to the stamp when it's upside down. Okay, so now I'm going to go just above this. Okay, and then below, just flip it over. Okay, liking that. Now I want to make this say happy birthday, and then I'm going to use the brother stamp that is in my Fabulous Holiday Filler set that has all those different relationships so you can customize the card. And I'm actually, since I want it to say happy birthday brother, you can stamp them all at the same time, or I recommend doing the one that's in the middle first. So let's do birthday, and then I can stamp the happy and the brother around it, and that will be centered the best. Okay, so I've got that right in the center. And then I'm going to do this happy. So I'll put this right above. And all these fonts are slightly different sizes, but I love how they look mixed together. So then I'm going to grab the brother off of this Fabulous Holiday Fillers. Okay, so you see how you've got the uppercase and lowercase mixed together. I like how that looks. And then I'm going to take this celebrating your special day and wishing you the best in life. So on this particular one, I put this inside the card, but I'm going to put this on the outside of the card. So this works for most any holiday or special occasion. And I just want to put this just right on the front. And then I've got room inside to write. That's it. Fold that up and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing different ways that you can use those coordinating sets with the new holiday frame fillers set. So again, this one we used the holiday frame fillers, and then I used the star and the sentiment and brother stamp from the fabulous holiday fillers set. Please visit my blog, Hands, Head, and Heart, for more ideas and inspiration using all of my stamp sets, and come visit us at Gina K Designs and Stamp TV. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I have all the links for these sets and products below. Thanks for watching today. God bless.